Good, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to this challenge. This is the seventh day, and I will start by asking you something. It's a little thing that costs you nothing, and that it's subscribe to the channel. Costs you nothing and help me a lot because YouTube need that I have 50 subscribe in order to live stream from my phone. So if you can, you will help me a lot by subscribing. So today I try to have more coverage and to paint the Space Marine with the sponge. So I have a lot of paint left over there. I will use glove in order to use the sponge without make a mess on my hand. So I will put my gloves and I will do that. It's my first time actually with the sponge. I was a little bit scared yesterday to using it. I have saw some video on YouTube. So what they say that you have to moisturize the sponge by putting on water and then remove a lot of water. So I see that there is a lot of water in the sponge. So I prepare my Space Marine. It's there with this glossy, shiny primer. I see yesterday that I don't like it very much. So I prepared the backpack on those clips. I put some putty, this kind of putty there, and then I will remove, I don't know what I can do in order to reach every part that I need. I put it there because it's handler. It's more practical to handle. I tried with the cap from the bottle, but it's not so sticky, so it was not good for me. This is the result from yesterday. Oh, I lost the results from yesterday. So this is the results from yesterday. Not bad, not super good, but it's okay. Maybe I will go back on this part, even if it's you cannot see it. Okay, then I will start with the shittiest Space Marine. This is okay. There is not a lot of color, as you can see. There's still gray there on the weapon. That's okay. So what I have to do? What the tutorial on YouTube told me. So I have my sponge. I will this sea of color. I will put it in the sea of color. I have to remove a lot of color, and then I will proceed to gently tap. Okay, I will try to avoid the weapon holder, this kind of thing. Okay, it's working pretty good. Okay, there is this armor that is moving a lot. Will holding it with my other finger, maybe a little bit more of. Okay, yes. Making a little bit of mess, but it's okay. I didn't make any shadow, as you can see, with the zenithal or with the chop something, chop suey. No, chop. You call it the technique with the when you dry your white dry brush. Oh, hack the people is able to reach all the receipts with the sponge. I don't know. I'm removing painting. It's not stick, it's not a really good prime. So anyway, yesterday was a really busy day for me. I was glad that the day was over. I had a lot of important phone call, and still I have some job left over to do. I will remove this arm. And today also I decide to restart, go back on a project of mine, a personal project this morning. Usually I have my idea revelation in the morning when I wake up. And when you have those ideas, I think that you have to exploit the momentum, because you have this energy, the energy of the excitement of the idea, and it's the better time to put your effort, because that energy, it's an inspiration and a motivation, will not probably come back. Oh, I have a problem with the stickiness of the model. Will probably not come back. And if you don't exploit the momentum, you will lose that energy, that divine energy, maybe. Maybe it's a divine energy. And then it's gone. And by my experience, another thing that you have to do, the base is gigantormous of the Space Marine. Another thing that you have to do is to, when you have that energy, be able to create a system, because motivation and that energy will fade away, go away, most of the time, I would say, because other thing of life will take place and will take your energy away. Why I'm not able to do these sponge things? I see a lot of people that are doing crazy stuff, like yes, use the sponge, it's easy, do that. I saw a guy with not the Space Marine, the model from StarCraft, the board game. He was like, yes, do that, it's a better way, but how do you manage to do that? It's impossible. Anyway, no, I will probably switch back to it's not my thing. Maybe I'm not I'm not enough calm. Maybe it's too wet, the sponge. I will try drying a little bit more the sponge. Maybe this is the problem. Anyway, after you have that energy, yes, you have to put a system at work. And that is I would say for me at least, is the more difficult part. Because life can be really demanding something. And the system and you have to be resilient. And the system must be resilient. You have to be like a Swiss clock. I don't know. You have to plan. I don't know everything, but you have to be really, really consistent. Yes, with your schedule, with your discipline. And the system, yes, it's a byproduct or your ability to be disciplined. Okay, I dried the sponge. I was ready to give up with the sponge things almost immediately. So I was like, no, okay, don't work. I will do with the brush. That's okay. Maybe it's working a little bit better. Okay, yes, there is more pigment on the sponge. It's covering better. But okay, you see, you have this part. I don't like it. When you have those kind of parts that are staying uncovered with color, I will remove it from the base probably. Maybe not. I don't know if the rule it's like, okay, if you don't see it, don't paint it. But I don't like that rule because I know there is something not painted there. And yes, okay, you are a space marine, you are in the mold, there is shadow. But Zoot, the engineer, the painting guy in the factory probably has paint this part. Was not like so incompetent. Was like, no, I do only the front because people don't see it, no, in the story. Okay, it's for sure. It's better. It's a little bit better. You can say it like that. Okay, try a little bit more the sponge. Okay. So yes, today I have to exploit this momentum. It's a thing that I was like, yes. Was some time that I was like, okay, I will do that. But today something was clicking. I was like, okay. Now I know. It's like progress in science in engineering. Okay, the effect is really nice with the sponge. It's like some technological progress in science and engineering, you know. It's like, yes, okay, if I go there, I saw people that use different stuff to reach resist. This is too big as a sponge. Maybe this sponge is for exterior because the grain is little. Then when you have more smaller part, yeah, you can use this kind of sponge. Probably will reach the difficult spots. Tack like that. Tack, 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 tack. I'm full of sponge, as you can see. Yes, for this one it's better to reach this kind of resist. And as I was saying, something it's like in engineering, I think. Like, okay, I have this. We have the knowledge that this thing is working like that, but we don't have the material, the material science of material, in order to develop, to be able to build, I don't know, the time machine, or there is the theory maybe, but you don't have the technology in order to make it work. And something with life, with personal project, I would say it's the same thing. Sometimes maybe you have the idea, you know that this thing will work, but you don't have the technology, maybe for filming you need a camera, you need knowledge, other knowledge, maybe all the work of the camera work, and so you have this idea, but there is a gap between the idea and your ability to implement the idea. And this is not a trivial things. It's really, really, really important, because idea, everybody has a lot of idea, but not everybody has the combination of the ability, the idea, and the ability to implement it, or the possibility to implement it. And a lot of people in business or manager say that. One time, one guy, I don't remember, was in the industry, was the video games industry. There was this guy that said, okay, yes, I think the interviewer was like, yes, you could do that, you could do that for your game, will be super cool. And the guy was like, okay, yes, I know we could do a lot of things with our video game, but we are in the industry now for it's 20 years that we are in this industry. We are a lot of smart guy that work on those projects, and we have a lot of good idea too. And probably the guy was saying, like, probably if you had an idea with some video games or something else, we have already thought about it, because our job is all the day thinking about new things about video game. And then And the guy said, yes, the ideas sometimes are overestimated on their importance, because yes, you need the idea, but really difficult is to have the idea and then the ability to implement it with consistency. Because an idea is just an idea until you have not implemented it. I was like, yes, I was working on my master thesis. I don't remember exactly what I was doing in that moment of my life. Probably yes, but for sure I was in the university. I don't remember on which kind of project, but probably my master thesis. And I was like, yes, the guy said something interesting. Because he was on the other side, was like, ah, yes, I have this idea. I was like drugged by excitement of my master thesis. I was like, yes, shoot, yes, I have a lot of idea, but how I can implement it. But sometimes you have the idea, and then you are like, okay, if I want to do that, I have to do that. It will probably take me this much of time. Okay, if I compare this one with the other one, yes, the sponge one, it's not so bad. Okay, there is some part I don't like it, like the put. There's too much black. There, too. But yes, it's let some shadow. Maybe I have to be more gentle with the sponge. But it's not at all a bad technique. Okay. Ah, the harm. Poor guy without an arm. So as I was saying, sometimes you have the idea, and you have also the ability to implement the idea, or the knowledge to implement the idea. The techniques, the stuff, the basic knowledge of how it's work, and then you need a system. The only things that you need really is a system. Okay, I will use the bigger sponge for the first part in order to reach the recess better, because it's pointer. There is a point. It's here to reach the recess, and then I will use the other one. It's more has more detail. I using a lot of painter. It's okay for me, huh? But okay, yes, I think it's a good technique to use at first the larger grain sponge and then the smallest one. I can go really fast with this one. Like, okay, just to be able to reach a little bit of everything. And there is the darker part, even if I don't reach it, Okay. And so this morning I wake up, I was like, okay, I could do that. And this is, oh shoot, I broke it again. Okay, we'll see if will not broke completely. Anyway, and was like this morning was like, okay, I have this. Now this model really fell off. Probably I have to glue it on the base, but it's okay, it's happened. I will hold it by the foot and feet. It's okay. And this morning I was like, oh, cool, do that. Now I'm ready to do that. I was like already. But this time was like, okay, I know how to do that. I want to do that. I know that it would be successful as idea. I have the technology. Now I have a little bit more of knowledge on some technical skills that I need. And I have a sort of momentum. Oh, shoot. Okay. With this technical skill, because I'm using it. Well, it's video editing actually. I have more technical skill now with video editing compared to 3 months ago, for example. I'm like, okay, I know that I can do that with video editing. I know that I can be pretty fast if I want to do that. Will cost me not too much effort, and I have built a system, I will say, with my video editing in order that these things will not be so mentally demanding for me. And so this morning was like, okay, I will implement that with that, I will do that, and then I will see how it's go. And this created a motivation for me. And then we will see. I have to put myself to work. Only shoot without something to hold this miniature. It's really, really not fun to paint. Okay, we switch a sponge because yes, I had some problem with the recording, but it's okay. I do free up space. So yes, okay. The model is you see this gray. I can not let all this gray inside the model. No, this is not acceptable. No. I don't like it. Okay, the guy, the one without the base, is the lost child. I'm sorry for you, but you have to redeem yourself, do something, because you are a disgrace for your company. And the fact that with the spray can I was not able to make everything in black, this is not cool. I don't like it. How do you reach? Because there is the weapon, it's taking all the color on the Space Marine. This is not good yet. I have to be gentler because and I will hold it by the base. Anyway, yes, new project. So I will do. This is destiny. I don't know what. Something I say yes, destiny is real. Because now I have to edit this video in order to fulfill my challenge of posting every day, and so I am obliged to go on the editing software. Because I said I had the idea today. I am pretty motivated, but things in life can happen, and maybe I will go to taking my breakfast, and then I will not going. I would not have gone in front of the video editing tool. But now I have this commitment with myself for this painting challenge, and I have to go to edit for this challenge. So for sure, I will edit for the other project too. So something life oblige you to do something. If you want it or not. This is the silence moment. Yeah, see, here there is too much primer, and I'm not able to. Oh, even this part, it's not primed very well. But those parts, yeah, you see, it's really nice with the sponge. Shooting beautiful. But the part where there is no black pigment, there is no pigment, yes, pigment. And I cannot reach with the blue. I don't like it very much. Yes, you can say yes, there is a shadow. If you don't see it, it's not needed to paint it, but it's too much for me. I will have a model that it's a little bit gray, a little bit black. But the sponge effect, it's beautiful. This is for sure. Here, where is the gray? What is that? I will probably be obliged to use contrast paint, maybe black. Speed paint, contrast paint, same thing for me. Something cool goes in the recess in order to cover the gray. Okay, the Sergeant. Sergeant, it's covered a little bit better compared to the other model. And I have to take a decision. Ah, yes, covered better, but with the glossy effect, it's not sticking my painture to the model. This primer is not really a primer. It's okay, we let go, it's not important. Important thing that I'm painting, I'm relaxing for sure, I'm not angry for nothing. Paint with me, it's a relaxing thing. Tack, tack, tack. But probably I'm faster than when I'm using the brush. Because with the brush I'm like, yes, take the paint from the wet palette, try to be precise on the model. Here, I don't care. I see that I'm going everywhere. Even if I'm touching the weapon, it's okay. For sure it's less time consuming for me doing that. And I don't play 40k. I bought the starter pack. Because there was a discount in a local game shop where I live. You see, oh, I can. The guy on the internet was like, yeah, you know, it's a little bit slower with the sponge. I was like, okay. I'm like, well, I don't know. Let's see. I'm a little bit faster. We'll see. Okay, I have to put the sponge in the water in order to keep it wet. Otherwise, we'll. And which kind of sponge is that? Those are for sponges from makeup sponge. And where I find it? On some famous web store, Chinese web store, I will say. Why I bought those kind of things from the Chinese factory and not from the local one? Because all these kind of things, a lot of things that you use in the hobby painting, miniature painting are made in China, and then companies from other nations, they use those material, those stuff. They buy in bulk from Chinese factory. They rebrand it for miniature painting, hobby painting, and then they sell it for a premium to you, and you spend more. When you can buy this same stuff or stuff from for other activities like makeup, you can buy those stuff for cheaper. So what they are doing basically, they are exploiting people that don't have information about the product or that are willing to give them free money. Anyway, they are exploiting a little bit people to make a profit. It's illegal? No, not for sure. It's not illegal. But if your amount of money is limited, it's better to spare some bucks on this kind of thing in order to buy more models. Okay, I cannot reach the receipt. I have to go back with use the brush on this model and the other one. I would say in general it's a really good technique. It's not this one, it's the other one. This is the first one. With this one I was too heavy with the sponge. The third one is a good compromise, but and the part where the coverage is good, I would say they are really good. I really like it. For example, the legs, they are beautiful. They create naturally a shadow, a kind of shadow, but yes, the model has some problem. Not enough black inside there. I like the technique, but not too much. I will see now on the backpack because the coverage of color on the backpack was really good. Really good. You see there is gray, some gray, but it's okay. Probably, oh, it will be nice. The finish effect. For sure, I will use again some contrast paint or speed paint in order to fill the part that are in gray, and in order to create more contrast. Okay, like that it's working better. Okay, I'm faster. But you see, it's not the sponge technique that is the problem, I would say, here. It's more the primer. It's not a good primer. I will let it dry a little bit and then go back. Another things about these techniques I see is very, very painting consuming. because as you can see, the sponge is sucking paint here. Okay. Yes, the effect is really nice. I will go back a little bit. What I will do, probably I will go back on all the model tomorrow or today, but probably tomorrow with the brush in order to fill the part that I really don't like. Then I will use speed paint. This is my plan. I will use speed paint, black speed paint, in order to be sure to have a lot of contrast on the important part. On the important part, to have black everywhere actually, because as you have seen, I don't have black color everywhere. Where in the recess, for example, where this the chest had some problem there. And then I will put some highlight in color, like some shadow of blue. This one I will try. This one, test this one. It's look like, but I can. And yes, it's look like a little bit. Oh, now I am on white. Actually, it's clear that it's whiter. But it's look like not really the same. A little bit more white with this color compared to the one from Citadel, the one from Green Stuff, the ultramarine blue. So we'll try that, and then probably some highlight with bright sapphire. Bright sapphire I prefer compared to crystal blue. Okay, we will probably use bright sapphire. This one for more highlight with the sponge probably, and then bright sapphire. This is my plan. So my plan for a cup, I will use more blue with the brush, then let it dry, use speed paint, black speed paint, and then the other, the blue from Green Stuff, and then bright sapphire. This is my plan. But now I will go to edit this video and the other project. So for today, it's everything. I will have a nice day, and please subscribe so I can reach the 50 subscriber in order to live stream with my smartphone. I use those two sponges today. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.